2022 has been a crazy year. It's the follow-up after the pandemic, and when things finally open up again, I get to see remote work coming into an end. A lot of companies diversifying back into hybrid mode or completely on-site, but it did allow for a lot of companies to be fully remote now. I also got out of a toxic relationship and learned how to rebuild myself, picked up a new hobby, changed job, learned a new skill, learned kickboxing, lost friendship, made new friendships, traveled across Canada, tried something new, and I got to open my mind. The main things that I've learned this year from my experiences is that you cannot judge people based on pretentious and prejudiced metrics. Like, for example, I think education is very questionable. This year we saw that FTX are from like some super fancy schools like MIT and Stanford, and look at Elizabeth Holmes, like she's from Stanford as well. But does that mean anything? No, because clearly those people are bad people, and if anything, it just made them like gain a lot of trust more quickly, and then it allows them to scam people more. But some of the greatest people I met this year are like they don't care about degrees, and they don't have much degrees, and they don't value that as much. I think those people are probably the most woke people out of all, because I came from a family that was very pretentious, and we care about education so much and degrees and prestigious everything, and they really wish for respect. But now that I think about it, maybe it came from a place of not having enough money and not having enough prestige. But I do find that I get to learn a lot, and being street smart is more important, because, like being able to fight in a real fight out in the world is probably more valuable of an experience than just going to school and learning basic math. Like, going to school is so easy. It's not even life. It's just a simulation that we get to stay in this protected bubble of an environment. Like, having real life is in like getting out there and struggling, figuring things out, trying to compete with the other person right opposite from you, and being in situations of life and death and making hard decisions and sacrifices. I also learned a lot about relationships this year and how it can quickly end. Like, a 5-year relationship can become nothing, and a new friendship can form after that. Like, you make room for new things to grow, but people that are most important in your life might not be the most important person at all, or even a stranger the next day. I've seen like relationships where people were engaged and those engagement failed, and they move cities and they move job, and they come back to the old cities, they rebrand themselves, they make new friends. So life is strange and life is hard, and we should all be more open-minded and be more kind to each other. I also started TikTok this year, and I get to learn a lot from talking through these data, gain a lot more confidence in speaking my mind, and also learn a lot through just like researching data to share with everyone. I also get to see how people comment and how people react, and how like things that are not flattering to them as data will get me reported and banned. So I need to be careful. I guess like the world is becoming more politically correct now, because we don't want to show the truth about, or like even to show data or a different opinion these days. So it's very tough. I got unbanned, but I mean, I'm moving to YouTube now, and I'm starting off from scratch, and I'll see where it goes. But so far, it's been a great experience learning from TikTok, because I get to see how you think through the comment section and through the analytics and views. And I do see controversy definitely gets you views for sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to 2023 and see where it goes, and how it's all going to change. Let's see how far I can grow my social media channel and how far I can promote Covey. Please check the link in my bio and see whether or not I'm going to find a more healthy relationship in this coming year, and how my friendships are going to play out. But it definitely did teach me a lesson of who to choose and why to choose them in my life. And it's definitely not going to be pretentious anymore.